Why patients don't trust you. How video can fix it. Forward. When I first stepped into the world of medical marketing, I saw a common thread woven through every practice. An immense amount of care, expertise, and dedication, yet a glaring disconnect between doctors and the patients they served. I saw brilliant physicians whose life-saving skills were hidden behind the walls of their clinics, unseen and unheard by the very people who needed them most. That's when I discovered the transformative power of video. It became clear to me that video wasn't just a marketing tool, it was a bridge that connects doctors to patients in a way that is personal, authentic, and profoundly impactful. It's the reason why I'm here writing this forward, and it's the reason why you're holding this book in your hands. Why Patients Don't Trust You and How Video Can Fix It. Isn't just a title, it's a call to action. A call for every doctor to rise above the noise, to reclaim their narrative, and to become a beacon of trust in a world filled with skepticism. If you've ever felt frustrated seeing patients misled by misinformation online, or if you've watched competitors with half your credentials take center stage simply because they're more visible, this book is your answer. Within these pages, you'll discover that video is not about production value or viral fame. It's about authenticity, connection, and trust. It's about showing your patients who you are beyond the degrees, beyond the white coat, beyond the exam room. I've seen firsthand how doctors who embrace video transform their practices. They don't just see more patients, they see patients who are more informed, more confident, and more connected. They become the trusted experts, the go-to voices, the video doctors. So as you turn these pages, I challenge you to see the bigger picture. To imagine a future where your patients don't just find you, they know you. To envision a practice where education and empathy are as visible as your credentials. This isn't about becoming famous. It's about becoming unforgettable. Let's embark on this journey together. Let's change the way the world sees doctors one video at a time. Welcome to a new era of patient care. Welcome to the world of the video doctor. Why patients don't trust you. Let's be honest, traditional marketing for doctors? It's outdated. Postcards, newspaper ads, and radio spots. They just don't work the way they used to. Patients today aren't checking the mail for a doctor recommendation. They're going online. They're searching, watching, and comparing. And if they don't find you, they're finding someone else. But here's the good news. The way patients make decisions has changed, and if you adapt, you can be the doctor they trust before they even walk through your doors. Think about it. When was the last time you made a major decision? Whether it was buying a product, booking a trip, or choosing a service without looking it up online, patients are no different. They don't just want to know what you do. They want to see who you are. They want to know if they can trust you. And that's where video changes everything. Studies show people retain 95% of a message through video versus only 10% from text. That means a website full of paragraphs about your credentials and services? It's forgettable. But a video where you're talking to your future patients, answering their biggest questions, and showing up as the expert, that's memorable. More than that, it's powerful. Patients don't just want a list of treatments. They want to feel understood. They want to feel seen. And most importantly, they want to feel confident in the doctor they're choosing. A video does what no amount of text ever could. It builds connection. It builds trust. It makes you real before they even shake your hand. But let's talk about trust for a second, because in today's medical landscape, it's in short supply. Patients are frustrated. They're tired of feeling like a number. The corporatization of medicine, the business of healthcare, has led many people to believe that profits matter more than patient outcomes. Surprise medical bills, rushed appointments, treatments that seem based on cost rather than care. It's no wonder people feel skeptical. And when that skepticism meets a lack of transparency, patients start looking for answers elsewhere. Welcome to the Dr. Google effect. Patients are bombarded with medical information online. And let's be real, not all of it is accurate. They see conflicting advice, scary headlines, and miracle cures on social media. And when what they read doesn't match what their doctor tells them, they question you. That's the problem. But video, video is the solution. Imagine this. Instead of your patients relying on random search results, they're watching you explain their condition in a way they can understand. Instead of doubting the treatment plan, they trust it because they've already seen your face, heard your voice, and learned from you directly. It's not just about marketing, it's about education. It's about taking back control of the conversation and guiding patients toward the right information before misinformation does it for you. And here's the best part. Video doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be a Hollywood production. All it takes is you speaking directly to the people you want to help, answering their biggest questions, showing them who you are, what you do, and why you care. Because in today's world, trust isn't built with a business card. It's built with a connection. And connection starts with video. So the question isn't, should you be using video? The question is, can you afford not to? The art of connection. How video builds patient trust. Imagine having a way to connect with potential patients before they ever walk through your door. A way to build trust, ease their anxieties, and make them feel like they already know you. That's the power of video, and today I want to introduce you to a fascinating concept that explains why it works so well. Neurocinematics. This is the study of how video influences the brain, and it's the reason why video isn't just about sharing information. It's about creating an experience that makes patients feel connected to you on a deeper level. When someone watches a video, their brain activates the same areas responsible for emotion, memory, and decision-making. This means that when a patient watches you explain a treatment, they're not just hearing the words. You're actually triggering a neurological response that makes them feel familiar and comfortable with you even before they've met you in person. Think about it. When they see you confidently and warmly explaining a procedure, their brain responds as if they're already interacting with you face to face. That's how video removes psychological barriers and allows trust to form naturally. At the core of this trust is emotional connection. Patients don't just make decisions based on logic, they make them based on how they feel. Video helps create that emotional bond in a way no other medium can. Seeing your face, your expressions, and your body language instantly makes you more approachable. Your vocal tone and inflection convey empathy and confidence, something written text alone could never do. And storytelling, whether it's a patient success story or your own journey into medicine, triggers emotional engagement that makes patients feel understood and valued. So why is this so important? Because video builds trust before the first appointment even happens. Patients don't just want a doctor who's knowledgeable. They want someone they feel comfortable with. A well-crafted video that showcases your personality, your warmth, and your genuine care makes you more relatable. When they see you smile, hear you speak with confidence, and watch you interact with patients, they already feel at ease. We also have to remember that medical visits can be stressful. Patients often feel anxious, especially when they don't know what to expect. A video that walks them through a procedure, explains how things work, and reassures them in a calm, personal way can make all the difference. Watching you calmly explain a treatment helps them feel more in control, less fearful, and more prepared for their visit. There's also a powerful psychological principle at play here. The mere exposure effect. People tend to trust what they see repeatedly. So when patients see your videos online, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, or your website, they become familiar with your face, voice, and expertise. By the time they schedule an appointment, they already feel like they know you. That kind of familiarity builds trust and makes it much more likely that they'll follow through with their care. Traditional marketing, like static ads or written bios, simply can't do this. Video engages multiple senses at once, making the experience more immersive and memorable. It allows you to be there for your patients even when you're not physically present. More than just a marketing tool, video is a relationship-building tool. When patients see your face, hear your voice, and sense your authenticity, trust is built before they even step into your office. And when that trust is there from the start, they're more likely to follow through with their treatment, refer others to you, and become long-term advocates for your practice. This is the future of patient connection, and it starts with video. the cost of doing nothing. If you don't take control of your online presence, someone else will. That's a hard truth, but one that too many doctors don't realize until it's too late. I've had countless conversations with physicians who tell me they know they should be creating video content, but they just don't have the time, or they're not comfortable on camera, or they think their expertise alone should be enough to bring in patients. But here's the real question. What is the cost of doing nothing? What happens when you choose to ignore video as a tool for marketing your practice, educating your patients, and establishing your authority? Let's talk about it. Every day, patients are searching for information about their health. They're not just relying on referrals anymore. They're doing their own research. They're on Google, YouTube, and Instagram looking for answers. If they come across another doctor in your specialty who is consistently sharing valuable insights through video, who do you think they'll trust more? The doctor they see and hear regularly before they even step foot in a consultation. I've seen this happen repeatedly. A skilled physician, board certified, years of experience, but virtually unknown online. Meanwhile, a competitor with half the credentials, but a strong video presence becomes the go-to expert. The doctor who shows up on video wins. The doctor who does nothing becomes invisible. Now think about the first impression you make online. Imagine two patients researching their options. One finds a doctor's outdated website and a handful of online reviews. The other finds a doctor who has a library of videos where they explain conditions, treatments, and what to expect during a visit. Which doctor do you think feels more approachable, more knowledgeable? Which one earns the patient's trust before they even meet? The reality is, when you don't create video content, you're leaving a gap for misinformation to fill. Your patients are already getting medical advice from TikTok influencers, self-proclaimed health coaches, and YouTube personalities with no formal training. If you're not there to provide accurate, evidence-based information, who is? And if misinformation is winning the attention of patients, how does that impact your practice? Beyond patient education, video also makes your practice more efficient. Think about how many times you've had to explain the same procedure, the same post-op care, the same treatment plan. What if instead of repeating yourself all day, you could hand your patient a video that breaks it all down in a clear, engaging way? Doctors who leverage video aren't just growing their practices, they're saving themselves time. Their patients come in more informed, ask better questions, and make smarter health decisions. And it's not just about getting new patients through the door. A strong video presence creates long-term growth and opens doors to new opportunities. Media outlets, speaking engagements, industry partnerships. These are all things that naturally come to doctors who establish themselves as thought leaders through video. Some go on to create online courses, consulting services, or other revenue-generating ventures beyond the traditional practice. The cost of doing nothing isn't just missing out on patients today. It's sacrificing long-term relevance, authority, and success. The internet isn't going anywhere, and the doctors who build their digital brands today are securing their future in ways that others won't. I know that video can feel intimidating. So did medical school. So did performing your first procedure. But you pushed through those challenges because the payoff was worth it. This is no different. You're already an expert. Video is just the tool that lets more people know it. So here's the real question you need to ask yourself. How much is it costing you to stay invisible? Video with purpose. In today's digital world, if you don't define your story, someone else will. Google is a ruthless storyteller, and without video, your reputation is shaped by whatever the algorithm decides is most relevant. Often outdated articles, scattered patient reviews, or even competitors ranking above you. Imagine a potential patient searching for you online. They see a mix of reviews, some positive, some neutral, maybe even one or two unfairly critical. They click on a competitor's website. The search is over. You just lost a patient. Not because you aren't the best doctor, but because your digital presence didn't convince them fast enough. Video transforms your online presence from passive to powerful. Instead of relying on text-based reviews or third-party interpretations, you become the one delivering your message directly to the people who need to hear it. Your tone, your expertise, your bedside manner, your approach to patient care, your philosophy on treatment, your ability to educate, inspire, and reassure. A well-structured video library is more than just content. It's an insurance policy against misinformation, misinterpretation, and missed opportunities. When a patient looks you up, they should see your face, your voice, and your expertise guiding them toward trust and confidence. The modern patient doesn't just watch one video, they binge watch. They are bombarded with choices, skeptical of marketing gimmicks, and searching for authenticity before committing to a decision as personal as choosing a doctor. Doctors with just one video? They're a footnote. Doctors with a video library? They become the authority. Research shows that when a potential patient watches 3 or more of your videos, their likelihood of choosing you skyrockets. Why? Because familiarity breeds trust. The more they see you, the more they feel like they know you. Even before stepping foot in your office, a single well-produced video can capture attention. In a world where distractions are endless, educate patients in a way that builds trust, not confusion, and showcase your expertise in a way text alone never could. Your competition might be marketing with paid ads, SEO, or even influencer partnerships. But none of those strategies build the deep emotional connection that video does. If you're not consistently visible, you're constantly forgettable. Video isn't just about attracting more patients. It's about positioning yourself as a leader in your field. Doctors who use video strategically don't just grow their practices, they expand their influence. They get invited to speak at medical conferences, collaborate on research projects and industry initiatives, and become the go-to expert for media interviews, podcasts, and professional panels. This isn't just about gaining more appointments. It's about elevating your career and shaping your legacy. Think of the world's top medical voices. What do they have in common? They don't just practice medicine. They lead conversations. The good news, you don't have to wait for an invitation to become that kind of authority. By owning your narrative through video, you build the credibility and recognition that open doors, attract opportunities, and position you as the thought leader your industry needs. The future of medicine isn't just happening in hospitals and clinics, it's happening online. The question is, will you be the doctor they find, trust, and follow? Or will you be the one they never even see? Now is the time to own your story before someone else writes it for you. Shaping the future of healthcare through video. Doctors, the way patients find and choose their physicians is evolving rapidly, and video is now at the center of this transformation. Think of it like medicine. Just as we've moved beyond outdated treatments to more effective, research-backed solutions, digital marketing has evolved too. In the past, simple SEO tricks like keyword stuffing and backlinks could get you noticed. But today, Google's AI-driven search updates prioritize content that is truly helpful and engaging. Written content alone isn't enough anymore. Patients want to see and hear from their doctor before they ever step foot in the office. Video allows you to showcase your expertise, answer patient questions, and create a connection that builds trust. And trust, as you know, is the foundation of any strong doctor-patient relationship. With AI reshaping search results, voice search, and featured snippets are making video more essential than ever. Patients aren't just reading, they're watching, listening, and searching for quick, authoritative answers. Imagine a patient with chronic back pain asking Google, "What are my treatment options?" If you have a well-optimized video on that exact topic, it could appear at the top of search results in Google's video carousels or even in AI-generated answers. That's the power of video. Without it, you're not just missing an opportunity, you're losing visibility to doctors who are embracing this shift. Video is more than a marketing tool. It's an extension of your role as an educator and caregiver. Picture a nervous patient preparing for surgery, stumbling upon a video where you calmly explain the procedure, address common fears, and offer reassurance. In that moment, you've not only educated them, you've built a relationship before they've even met you. Now imagine that same impact multiplied by thousands of views. Video allows you to scale your influence far beyond the walls of your practice. At its core, healthcare is about people, understanding their concerns, guiding them toward better health, and making them feel seen and heard. Video amplifies your ability to do all of that, reaching patients where they are and providing them with the information they need in a way that feels personal. In a digital world where authenticity and visibility are key, video isn't just an option, it's a necessity. The future belongs to doctors who embrace this shift, positioning themselves as trusted experts in the AI-driven landscape of modern healthcare. Are you ready to lead the way? Become the video doctor. Doctors, we've reached a turning point. The way patients find and trust their physicians has changed forever. The days of relying solely on referrals and credentials are over. Patients are searching, watching, and deciding before they ever step into your office. And right now, at this very moment, you have a choice. You can keep doing what you've always done and hope patients find their way to you, or you can step up, take control, and own your story with video. This book wasn't just about marketing. It was a wake-up call. You've seen the research. You understand the impact. Patients don't just want a doctor with the right degrees. They want a doctor they can see, hear, and trust before they ever meet you. So I have one simple question for you. Are you ready to be that doctor? Are you ready to be the doctor who shows up with confidence, who educates patients before they step into your office, who dominates search results with valuable content, and who builds a practice not just on expertise, but on trust? If you are, it starts with a decision that you won't sit back and let others control your online reputation, a decision to take action, to put yourself out there, to start small but stay consistent, a decision to be the one guiding your patients instead of leaving them to Google misinformation and uncertainty. Video isn't just a marketing tool. It's your opportunity to make an impact at scale. It's how you take what you already do in the exam room, educating, reassuring, building trust, and extend that connection far beyond your physical office. It's how you position yourself as a leader, an authority, and a doctor people feel confident, choosing before they ever shake your hand. The doctors who embrace video today are the ones who will lead tomorrow. This isn't just about keeping up. This is about setting yourself apart. This is about securing your place in the future of medicine. I believe that leader can be you. So, are you ready to step up? The world doesn't need another invisible doctor. It needs the video doctor. And that doctor, it's time for that doctor to be you. To take action, to put yourself out there, to start small but stay consistent. A decision to be the one guiding your patients instead of leaving them to Google, misinformation, and uncertainty. Video isn't just a marketing tool. It's your opportunity to make an impact at scale. It's how you take what you already do in the exam room, educating, reassuring, building trust, and extend that connection far beyond your physical office. It's how you position yourself as a leader, an authority, and a doctor people feel confident choosing before they ever shake your hand. The doctors who embrace video today are the ones who will lead tomorrow. This isn't just about keeping up. This is about setting yourself apart. This is about securing your place in the future of medicine. I believe that leader can be you. So, are you ready to step up? The world doesn't need another invisible doctor. It needs the video doctor. And that doctor? It's time for that doctor to be you. Become the video doctor.